Hello, my dear friends. Happy Holi to all of you, along with your family. So, friends, today's discussion we have taken up a concept or basically a requirement from many of my viewers. Several times they have asked me that what is the procedural requirement for formation of a company in India. So, basically, in India, company formation is governed by the Companies Act 2013 and the related provisions of Companies Act 2013. To make it simple, company formation in India is a fully online process, and this process is basically managed by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs using SPICE Plus form. SPICE here means simplified pro forma for incorporating a company electronically, and the Spice Plus form you can download from the website of MCA, and you need to fill that form properly, and there are several requirements attached to that form. You need to fulfill those requirements, and accordingly your company will be incorporated irrespective of its type, its form, etc. So today I am going to share with you the key steps for formation of a company and what are the related requirement to form a company in India. So key steps includes first of all to obtain a digital signature certificate. Second, we need to reserve a unique name and filing incorporation document to receive the certificate of incorporation, and accordingly the PAN and TEN under the Income Tax Act 1961 can be obtained based on the certificate of incorporation. So, what are the key steps involved in company registration? The first step is you need to obtain a digital signature certificate which is required for a director to sign the electronic form. And you can approach, there are various service provider who provide the digital signature certificate, so you can approach them. They are easily available in market and they charge a nominal fee to obtain a digital signature certificate. So you can approach them and obtain the digital signature certificate. This is the first and foremost requirement for company registration. Second is name reservation. So for the purpose of name reservation of your company, you need to file Spice Plus Part A, wherein you need to fill your unique name, and it must be compliant name for the approval by the MCA. It should not be any random name. It should be a name which is approved by the MCA, and you need to file a Spice Plus Part A form, and accordingly your name for reservation application filed, and accordingly if MCA approved, then further steps we have to do. Third is incorporation application. After the name reservation, we need to file the incorporation application, that is in Spice Plus Part B. Herein we need to file for incorporation, including we have to file the MOA, Memorandum of Association, and Article of Association, and then you need to application for PAN and TEN. So filed, we need to file this simultaneously with the incorporation form for PAN and TEN under the Income Tax Act. It is interrelated and integrated with the Income Tax Department website. And then last step is certificate of incorporation. The certificate of incorporation is issued by the registrar of the companies of the respective jurisdiction of your place of business upon the approval, and then marking the legal worth of a company in the various register or in its record, and your company come into existence. So what are the required document required to form a company? First is document with respect to directors. First is PAN card, that is the ID proof, for the purpose of ID proof. Then you need Aadhaar card, then passport or driver license or bank statement for the purpose of address proof, and the legible photographs. For a registered office, you need utility bill. Utility bill can be electricity or it can be water bill, proof of address, wherein you can use rent agreement or NOC from the owner of the premise of your registered office. Now we need to keep into mind some key important consideration like time frame. Typically, it takes 5 to 7 days, assuming documents are in order. If all the documents are in order, they are in properly managed or properly submitted. So it typically takes 5 to 7 days for approval of incorporation certificate. And how much is the cost involved? So cost is ranging from 6,000 to 30,000, depend upon the how much authorized capital you have selected and the professional fee. And what are the important consideration post incorporation of your company? You need to open a bank account, you need to appoint an auditor, and filing for the commencement of business within 180 days from the date of incorporation. So you have to have commence your business within 180 days from the incorporation of a company. This is the Companies Act requirement. So common entity types, for example, private limited company. Private limited company are basically used for startup seeking funding. Limited liability partnership, they are flexible, they are low cost compliance. So you can go for limited liability kind of partnership, or you can also opt for one person company. They are suitable for solo entrepreneurs. So for detailed guidelines, professionals such as chartered accountant, company secretaries, cost accountant are generally engaged in the formation of a company. So you can take the help of those professionals, and accordingly your company can be incorporated and will come into existence. So hope, my dear friends, this video suits you for your company incorporation, and you can use this for your professional understanding and knowledge. So with this I stop my video and will share with you some other important topics of corporate laws in my next video. So with this I end my video, and I request you to share my video with your family, friends, and your professional fraternity wherever you are belong to, so that I will get motivated, and accordingly I will be sharing much more informative video in front of you. So till then, thank you very much once again. Very happy Holi to you and your entire family. धन्यवाद, नमस्कार.